Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil Code Veronica X. This is episode 9, where, after causing Alfred to have an identity crisis where he realized that his sister was not on the island, he had just been actually pretending to be her and talking to himself, before we then fought a Tyrant and escaped in the C-130 that Steve knows how to fly for some reason. But now we've got a problem in the back where the cargo door has opened, so we're going to go out back there and check it out. But we're also going to be well-equipped before we do that, because as you might expect, it's a little bit of trouble. Alright, what do we actually want here? Also, we thankfully have the fire extinguisher, which will come in handy in, like, 5 hours from now. There's a fair bit of game left, if you hadn't guessed already. Okay, so I think we're pretty much good with the same stuff we had last time. We also saw that Alfred escaped the island in a Harrier, I believe. Some sort of VTOL. Looks like we got a stowaway. Though, he hasn't really mutated much further aside from that claw right there. Usually, you know, these Tyrants tend to mutate after taking enough damage. Materials preparation complete. Catapult ready. So it's possible to beat this boss without firing a single shot, but it's actually really tedious, because basically, we can hit the computer here. And now we have to wait for it to charge up again. Also, the Tyrant is much more dangerous here. So we're going to hit him with a gas grenade, because the less health he has, the less times you need to smash him with a box before he'll fall out. So, one gas grenade to halve his health. Some acid to soften him up. Ugh. Also, he can punch you out of the back of the plane, too. We're equally at risk. Still not ready. Alright, I think we're just gonna use regular grenades on him from now on. Because, you know, they're pretty hard to use effectively, but also, he's really hard to dodge. Like, I remember having a lot of trouble with this fight on my first playthrough. Alright, he's not soft enough yet. See, like, look at that fucking awful spread. They all go down. Also, you pretty much have to stand there when you fire the grenade launcher. Well, this is not great. Honestly, I was hoping to stun him with a grenade launcher more than anything. Yeah, so that's our first death. I think he is actually the hardest boss in the game. Which is not to say that he's super hard, but that the other bosses are not really much of a challenge. I think it's just because we're in such a small space that you really can't avoid his punches easily. Alright, well, I'm not going to change anything, but I am going to take one extra healing. That's about all we need. We have so much healing that I'm not worried about running out. But yeah, I think the attack that's hardest to dodge is he does a horizontal sweep, and that's like almost the entire width of the cargo bay from one side to the other. Like, I could just unload on him with the acid grenades, but I really don't want to use them all on him. I believe, yeah, his proximity to the back of the plane also affects how likely he is to go out. Okay, one of those. Maybe we'll use 2 acid grenades this time. Ugh. Also, the grenade launcher is not helping my dodging much. I should really fire after dodging. It's pretty much the trade-off for... Uh-oh. The trade-off for being able to, you know, load all of the shells into the grenade launcher is the super slow reload that just pins you in place. There's one other boss that I imagine I'm going to have a lot of trouble with, but this is the one that's going to be a problem for a while, or the most problem for a while. And there's not really, I don't know, there's not really a lot of strategy to this aside from don't get hit and shoot him. I wish I could skip this. Gonna be really slow every time. Okay. What if I hit him a couple times first and then launch him off? Nope. I try to just, like, use the grenades. Yeah, so he doesn't get stunned by grenades. Uh-oh. Okay, he's gonna charge me, and if I get hit, I'll fly right out the back. I just want him to stand over here so that... Uh-oh. I got pinned in the corner of the outside. Okay. The only way I could have got out of that corner is if I ran into the spot he was smashing with his claw, so I would have got hit anyway. At the very least, they give you a save point right before this, and you can just keep trying until you get it. I mean, like, yeah, I could start skipping out these attempts, but it's a very short boss, so when we get it, it's not going to take very long. But, like, compare him with the Tyrant at the end of Resident Evil, you know, when you fight him on the helipad, or Mr. X when he goes full mutant at the end of RE2, and he's actually harder than either of those, again, because of the arena. You know, the helipad is a very large space in which to fight the Tyrant. Okay, I want to hit him with that first, then hit him with this. See, that time it staggered him. Don't need to heal yet. I mean, the bowgun, I can get hits on him a lot faster, and we don't have to reload. Alright, he's starting to drip a little bit. Or maybe that's me dripping. Ooh, that time I actually got hit by the full claws. Yeah, so that combo is like almost all of your health right there, those 2 hits, but it's almost feels a little bit like RNG, whether you're going to be able to escape the second claw based on where you land. Alright, well, we almost had him that time, so I think I'm just going to have to be a little more aggressive with our firepower. Like I said before, though, in my second playthrough, I ended up with way too much ammo for the final boss, so maybe we can, you know, expend some here without worrying too much. The other problem, too, is even if I have more healing, you kind of go from, like, yellow caution to dead before actually, you know, hitting red in a phase where you can heal. Because when you're knocked down on the ground like that, you can't pause the game. You have to wait till she stands back up. Which hasn't really been a problem for the rest of it, but... Okay. God damn it, I unequipped it. I think what his health actually does is affects the distance that he goes when he gets hit. So the less health he has, the more it pushes him. Hit him with those while he's far away. Oh, I think I got shoulder checked there. Okay, that's gonna be like all my health. And then he just does it again. Yeah, so like, even if he misses you with his claw, he still hits you with his shoulder, which knocks you down. This is not a fun boss. So this is going to be most of the episode, I think. I didn't expect to have this much trouble with him. I thought I would have beat him in like 3 tries or less. But he's a little tougher than I remember. Or at least harder to avoid than I remember. And I kind of remember the catapult charging faster, but it's on a set timer. God damn it. How many times will I unequip my grenade launcher? Okay, hit him with that. I think I hit him. It's also possible I'm not hitting him from this distance. Yeah, see, like, I was holding right to turn there, but instead she decided to run straight. I'm just gonna heal. I kind of wonder, like, should I just be stopping when he does that instead of trying to run past him? Because I feel like I'm getting hit because I'm trying to avoid him. He's not a good turner, though. This is the real strategy. He's not an ambi-turner. Okay, he's definitely getting slower. Okay. I think we got it this time, hopefully, if I don't get yeeted out. Ah, shit, I didn't grab another heal this time, though. Okay, yeah, he's really struggling now. Wow, this actually works so well. Just get him in the middle. Oh, I love that. Looks like this was your stop after all. Oh, should we close the door?
What was wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just a giant cockroach that had to be stepped on. What's happening?
I don't know. The plane just changed direction on its own. It's flying in autopilot mode. I can't switch over to manual control.
What? That's not even a real thing.
But I cannot let you escape now.
Alfred! Cross-dressing freak!
How very 1998 of you, Claire. Well, guess we'll just fall asleep and see where the plane takes us. Yeah, so not only is it an amphibious C-130, but it's an amphibious, fully autonomous autopilot C-130. The music implies there's supposed to be a romantic connection here, but I just don't see it. Maybe like, you know, Steve's crushing a little bit, but that's about it. Sorry, I thought you had some zombie blood on your cheek. I was gonna wipe it off. I mean, there are actually people out there who like Steve as a character, for some reason. Then again,
Where are we?
Huh?
Latitude, 82.17 degrees. That's the Antarctic. We're over the Antarctic!
What?
So yes, the autopilot has brought us to Antarctica.
Those are the seaplanes that left the island right before us.
Then that must mean this place belongs to Umbrella.
Okay. So I believe this is the end of Disc 1. Because GameCube games, using those tiny, like, mini DVD type things, actually required a disc swap more often than PS2 games. So we will switch over discs.
Oh. Hey, wake up, Steve.
Oh. We're still alive.
I feel like they would have been tossed all over that cockpit when it crashed. And they're very much not dressed for Antarctica. Like, the music makes it so much worse every time something like that happens. They're just like, hey, romantic feelings are happening, see?
Plane's trashed. Well, let's split up and find another way off this oversized freezer.
Right.
Okay, let's do it.
Time to find a way off this crazy polar ice sheet. So somehow, not only did Umbrella build a facility in Antarctica, but they built a massive underground complex somehow without anyone noticing. Like, this is just a giant shaft bored down into the permafrost. Okay, so this is essentially the second main area of the game. And this is the part where I kind of feel like it goes a little too long, but you'll see why I think that later on. The plane cannot be used anymore. There's no need to go back. Okay, so my health's not doing great. So, we need to find an item box before something kills us. They also mentioned that all of the other planes that left Rockfort Island ended up here. So I don't know if Alfred just like spitefully set everybody else's planes to autopilot. I guess the map's not going to be much use since we just got here. A bed. This must have been the workers' lodgings. So my understanding is that this facility was decommissioned. Like nobody was really working here, but I could be wrong. I feel like that's not super addressed. These bodies seem fairly fresh though. I don't think they're from the plains. There are only useless books, no useful ones. Hey there. Gunpowder. That's gonna be handy. Okay. Well, he didn't get up. Some handgun ammo there. Is that not handgun ammo? Like right on the shelf? Oh, son of a bitch. I guess not. I know there's more by the bed. It's kind of a rough ambush because you don't have a chance to heal after the boss fight if you know, came out of it with damage like I did. But we're still pretty heavily equipped, so we can really take on anything. Except maybe another Tyrant. Worker's Diary. October 30th. When I joined Umbrella Inc., I thought that I would be able to live carefree for the rest of my life, being employed by this huge corporation. Yeah, because that's always the case, right? Huge corporations take good care of their employees. It's a joke that I ended up being a driver at a place like this. I asked for a position change, but they completely ignored me. Feels more like a prison. Work is extremely demanding, and there's nothing fun about it. I'd rather be dead. November 3rd. My hard-earned vacation was canceled suddenly. I heard they failed to secure enough manpower due to a mistake made by that facility head, Alfred. That fool doesn't deserve forgiveness. He doesn't even treat us like human beings. November 5th. I heard an interesting story from a guy who's been working here for over 8 years. He must be awfully patient. He says that there's a man who has been confined for over 10 years, locked up in a cell located deep below here. People call him Nosferatu, and are deathly afraid of him. What an absurd story. November 10th. At midnight, I woke up to an ominous growling sound that seemed to be coming from deep underground. I'm so pathetic to have been frightened by such a foolish story. Then again, I suppose anyone would have a hard time maintaining their sanity if they were confined in a place like this. There's a reason that they rotate people out of those Arctic research bases every, 6 months. Pretty sure they've never tested a long-term living exposure there. So, that was all that was in here, was the bowgun powder. You have to make a careful effort to not die because... Oh, we didn't try going in the main door. Because if we do, we're gonna have to start back at that cutscene. I mean, obviously some shit went down here before we got here because there's damage everywhere. On top of all the dead people. Yeah, shut up in there. I think the case here is actually that there was an outbreak here. There was still people working here, and then there was an outbreak that was just kind of ignored, unrelated to the one on Rockfort Island. Okay, ink ribbons. Don't really need those. We need an item box more than anything. A metal shop machine with a diamond cutting edge. I can use this to process metal materials easily. So if we need to process anything, stick it in there. There's also another duralumin case in that cage, but we can't open it right now. Okay, and there's a locked door over here that I don't think we're getting open. On account of we don't have any keys. Machine room. Like, I definitely don't remember the layout of the Antarctic base. Only place left to go is down. I almost feel like I should just keep the explosive bowgun out. A monster might have been the killer, but that's just speculation. Okay. We've reached a safe room. Only useless books are here. It seems that something was dragged down here. Not even an infected rat, just a regular rat. Butler's letter. Sir Alfred, please forgive me as I must tell you of my abrupt departure by leaving this letter. I first served your father, Lord Alexander, and have for so long shared in the joys and sorrows of the Ashford family. Lord Alexander disappeared unexpectedly 15 years ago. Then an accident during an experiment took the life of our dear Alexia. You were forced to become the master of the family at a very young age, and nearly lost your sanity from the sorrows of having lost all of your family members at once. There was nothing I could do, and I felt powerless. I first thought that I should kill myself to apologize. I then realized it would be an insult to our dear Lord Alexander and Alexia in the other world. This is the same butler, by the way, that said, "Hey, your father was shit, but hopefully you'll be better." Scott Harmon, butler, Ashford family. There is a switch. It seems to operate on electricity. No response. It's not redstone powered. Okay, and then we got an indentation in the shape of a halberd. We saw Alfred use one of those to get to his private jet. Actually, don't want to save just yet. I'll pick up those ink ribbons, these arrows. Use those to make some more bolts. Stick those in the bowgun. Locked, no keyhole can be found. Alexander's memo. My father, Edward, discovered the mother virus in cooperation with Lord Spencer, who was also a nobleman. They studied it for the purpose of military use. Eventually, their study took shape. They named a variation of the mother virus the T virus. So the mother virus would be the progenitor virus that was made from the giant plant in Africa. To camouflage their research, they established Umbrella Chemical Inc. I majored in biogenetics and have been involved with a top-secret project supporting my father's research. However, my research went through a difficult phase, and my father died in the middle of the project. We are now at a major disadvantage against other researchers, as there is great competition in the field of T-virus research. I have disgraced the honorable name of the Ashford family that our great ancestor Veronica established. If nothing is done, Umbrella will be taken over by Spencer. I must expedite the project to its fullest without being detected by Spencer. After much thought, I decided to establish a large-scale advanced research facility. It will be located in the transport terminal that I created by using the abandoned mine in the Antarctic. Within the facility, I'll have a room built. It will be similar to the design of my mansion, the legacy of the late Trevor. I will be able to cherish my sweet memories there. So once again, we have another mansion designed by George Trevor, but this time built underground. For security purposes, this confidential project will be given a code name. It is the name of the beautiful ancestor of the Ashford family, Veronica, whom I wish to revive so badly. I am confident that the result of my research will be as glorious as her name, and that honor will be restored to the Ashford family once again. So at least Alexander himself thought he was useless as well. Fucking nobles, man. Yeah, we have a lot of ink ribbons. We have a blue herb. And you know what it means when they start giving you blue herbs. I kind of want to keep firepower with me. Also going to grab one of these. Alright. So, we're going to wrap up in a moment, but let's go check down the hall before we do that. It wasn't a monster at all, it was a mothster. Blue herb is growing here. So these things can poison you, they infinitely respawn, and they drop parasitic babies on you. Which might have just happened there. Yep, stuck an egg sac to my back, so if you leave the room fast enough, you know, it disappears. And apparently if you mash the buttons right when it hatches, you'll throw it off without actually getting hit by it. Like that. So I guess it doesn't disappear when you go through the door. Alright, so this is the room that we were just walking around the top of. There's quite a few zombies in here. Control panel for the sorter. There's no power, I can't operate it. So we're gonna have to get the power back on. Power switch for the sorter. Power is not being supplied. We have to find the generator. Anti-BOW gas. Handle with care. It's just a crate full of gas. BOW. Gas mask lock releases if a gas leak occurs. So we want to remember there's a gas mask there. Also, we have spiders. Now, unlike the spiders in, you know, RE1, 2, and 3, these are based off of Black Widows instead of tarantulas. But they pretty much work the same. So you don't want to get hit by them. However, I will say that they are much more capable of hitting you than the tarantulas, which, you know, tended to stand around and look at you. Bowgun arrows. Seems to be a part of the sorter. The belt conveyor is broken. There is a gap. I'd still prefer not to shoot the spiders. Seems to be a cultivation capsule. What kind of creatures are they raising here? I wonder, Claire. A doghouse, but it doesn't seem to be... Oh, crap. Okay, you know what? Time to blow our way out of here. Barcode sticker, storehouse BOW. Oop, there's another one. Underneath the floor. I did not think it could spit up at me. Tightly sealed. I think that's all that's in here. Nothing tucked away back there. So yeah, I guess they were also making BOWs here. Like the spiders. Why was I gonna do that? I was gonna shoot that zombie with a grenade launcher. Okay, I gotta immediately turn around and run. Crap. Should have just shot him with the grenade. Okay, he's done. We also have weapon. And you can see... Oh. Okay. Well, you can see there's a crate up there that has something we want. This is a sorting device. It sorts the loads and sends them to warehouses. I think we can stick it onto that box right there. Oh, okay, he's actually dead. Nope. We're gonna run through a lot of our remaining pistol ammo here. But that's what it's for. Killing zombies. Mining room key. Missiles are lined up here. I wonder what they plan to use them for. Locked. Explosives are set, but the detonator is missing. Oh, look, a detonator. Before we stick that in there, make sure we didn't miss anything. Hello? Oh, I can't take that anymore. Oh, can use my green herb then. Nothing left. So that's the only thing left in the armory. And like the other automatic weapons in the classic Resident Evil games, it has a percentage bar. However, there is actually a reload for this that you can find later. Typically, those weapons are just, use them up and then they're gone, like the Calico machine pistols we had earlier. Oop, that's the key, not the detonator. Heat sensitive. We don't have any incendiary grenades. Okay. Wasn't sure if that would work. Nothing useful here. So the mining room is over there. Which means we gotta go all the way around to here. Alright. Let's use up that key, toss it. We're not gonna go in there yet. We're actually gonna go back and save. But on the way, I want to see if we can slap this label onto that box. If I can get to it, I'm pretty sure we can get to it. Since I walked up to it earlier. Yeah, it's under here. Walk up to here. Stick the label on it. And now it will be automatically sorted once we can turn the machine on. but we're going to need to find the power for that. So let's go back to the save room, which means, annoyingly, they put the save room in the hallway with the infinite moths, so you have to make a dash past them every time. Okay, that one, I don't think he actually managed to stick me. But they, like, automatically cling to you like that. You know, it's not like an attack, and if it connects, they stick to you. It's just like, you get trapped in an animation. Okay, we didn't get stuck with any, so we're good. Alright, so that will do it for episode 9 of Code Veronica. We've pretty much opened up a whole new area that's going to take a decent amount of time to get through. But for now, we're going to save, and next time we will continue to explore the Antarctic base and see if we can maybe find this Nosferatu they mentioned. But until then, y'all take care.